All right, guys, the time has come to talk about this film. Welcome to day 19 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge, where every day in October I'm going to pick and review a horror film. And my pick today is my favorite horror movie of all time. Out of every single horror movie every single horror movie ever made, this is my favorite. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. This movie is a masterpiece. This is a horror masterpiece, okay? I don't care about the Stephen King one. I don't care about that lame, stupid TV show version for TV. This is the one right here. Stanley Kubrick kind of had his own vision mixed with stuff from the book that Stephen King did. It's sort of mixed, but I like what he did here with the effects, like the horror stuff. I like the maze more than the stupid animal bushes that come to life. I like the axe better than the croquet mallet. I think the woman in the bathtub is creepier than the woman in the bathtub in the Stephen King TV version. I like Rebecca De Mornay in that version, but Jack Nicholson and Shelley Duvall steal it. Okay, they steal the show here, especially Jack Nicholson. Oh my God, that's Jack Torrance. This film, I remember when I first saw it, I was hooked. I thought this film, it basically scarred me. There are films that scarred me for life. Jaws, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and The Shining. This, I mean, you have your typical haunted house, but instead of a haunted house, it's a hotel. You've had haunted penitentiaries and insane asylums and stuff like that, but this is a haunted hotel. And it makes it even that much creepier because I've been to some creepy hotels, and all I keep thinking about is this movie. Okay, so anyway, here's the thing, guys. I will never stop supporting this film, no matter what. I think this film has everything from disturbing images to scary scenes, to great acting, great characters, memorable moments that you'll never forget, great music. It has it all. This movie has it all. So you got this family that goes to this hotel for the winter to be the caretaker, watch over the hotel, make sure everything is, up to par with, like the heat and stuff in the hotel, and making sure all the maintenance stuff is taken care of during the winter, because during the winter, no one can get up to the hotel because the roads are snowed in. Like when the snow drops, you cannot get up to that hotel. So you're basically there for, I don't know how many months. I think like 5 months, 4 months, somewhere on there. So you're up there a long time, making sure you're maintaining the hotel. So when they move up there, they start to notice things that are going on in the hotel as far as like ghosts and weird things happening. And that's where it just gets crazy. Like it starts. The pacing in this movie is great. It starts off really. Some people actually might think it's boring. There's a whole interview process where Jack goes for the interview for the job, driving up there, the intro to the hotel, trying to get familiar with the hotel. Then they're alone in the hotel. Then things start happening a little bit at a time. Room 237. The little boy Danny starts to he knows that something's in room 237. It gradually works up to the insanity, which I think works perfectly. And Jack Nicholson delivers that. He delivered it so well. I actually believe that he's really like that in real life. My God. But Stanley Kubrick is the man for this. He had such great shots and great, like if you watch the documentary, his ideas were off the charts. And the stuff that he wanted to do, and like the shot where he's below Jack and when he's in the pantry and, being like, go check it out. Some of that stuff is amazing. He's a genius. Stanley Kubrick's a genius. But Shelley Duvall, great. I love when she's acting scared and stuff. She just I really buy her performance. I love it. Um, but like, you got Scamming Crothers in this. When the little boy Danny, he has the shining power, but so does the cook, played by Scatman Crothers. And so like, they notice something's going on, something's wrong with Jack, because he starts to go downhill. He starts to go crazy. He had an alcohol problem. They don't really touch on the alcohol stuff that much. They touch upon it when he's at the bar. They touch upon it a little bit with Wendy. But in the TV version, the Stephen King version, they touch on it a lot. The alcoholism is actually one of the main parts of it. I'm kind of glad they didn't go too much into it. I'm kind of glad this was good enough with the alcoholism. And the boiler. The boiler was not really that big of a deal in this movie, but in the Stephen King version, the TV show version, the boiler was a big deal. Like one of the main things. I like the whole Indian burial ground thing. They mentioned this, that the hotel was built on an Indian burial ground and they had to repel a few Indian attacks while they were building it. So that explains why there's evil stuff there. Because you know what it is with evil, with Indian burial grounds. I mean, we dealt with that with Pet Cemetery. The Indian burial ground on top of the mountain where you bury somebody, they come back evil. Indian burial grounds are no laughing matter. You do not mess with them. So I like that explanation for this. All around, guys, fantastic movie, guys. My favorite horror movie of all time, The Shining. Just my opinion, it's way better than the Stephen King version, the TV version. Like I said, I don't care. I've always fell in love. I always loved this version. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. The blood coming out of the elevator, the woman in the bathtub who's naked, and then she starts to decompose and start laughing. Like, crazy stuff, man. Awesome movie, The Shining. That is my pick. The ultimate pick for day 19 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge. I was going to save that for maybe last, but I have something else planned for Halloween, the 31st. So, all right, guys, stay tuned for tomorrow where I'm going to pick a movie for day 20. We're almost there.